What is up, guys? This is Toxic, and today, this isn't really a gameplay video, as you can probably tell from the title. Um, but this is going to be me explaining my top 10 games of all time, and why they are my top 10 games of all time. Um, you guys probably might not be interested in this, in which case, why did you even click on the video titled this by me? Um, but anyway, I'm gonna get into this. This isn't really final. This is kind of just me, what I feel right now. This could change in a month, in 2 months, in a year, in 10 years. Um, but yeah, this is just how I feel right now for this list. Yeah, these are my top 10 games of all time for right now. Number 10. Number 10 is Dead Cells. Dead Cells is, if you've never actually played it, it is a. I'm pretty sure the developers have said this as well. It is a Roguevania. It is like a roguelike with some Metroidvania elements in it. And it is good. It is very good. The only problem I have is I'm not very good at it. So it's kind of hard to really get that far into the game and get a lot of the content in the game, if you know what I mean. But it's good. It's a good game. It's a very good game to, like, turn on a podcast or turn on some music or whatever and just relax and just, have something to play, something to do while you're listening to the music or listening to the podcast or whatever. And it's a good game. It's a very good game. But it's very difficult. So if you're not really into difficult games, I would definitely not really recommend picking it up because it is quite difficult, at least for me. But maybe I'm just trash. Yeah. Number 10 spot is Dead Cells. On to number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9 is Rainbow Six Siege. Now, the thing about Rainbow Six Siege is I played Rainbow Six Siege when it first came out, right? When it very first came out back in 2015, I played Rainbow Six Siege. I was excited for it. When I saw the trailers and stuff, I was like, wow, this looks like a really cool game. And then I played it, and then I was like, yeah, no, this is a pretty cool game, and I loved it. But then it kind of died, and I was really sad when it died because I really, really liked it. But it was resurrected about, like, I think like a year or so later, and then and now it's bigger than ever. Like, it's literally bigger than ever. The whole Wind Bastion operation just came out. I haven't been able to play it because my shitty ass internet. But they look cool. The new operators. They have so many new operators in the game now, and it just playing Rainbow Six Siege feels really good. Whether you're solo or whether you're actually playing it with a full, like, 5-man squad of your friends in, like, competitive or whatever. It's very fun. It's very, very fun just to dick around with your friends. Just goof off. And yeah, there are some toxic fucking guys in it, but just whatever. Just disregard those guys. That's what I do. I just ignore them. But yeah, Rainbow Six Siege is number 9. On to number 8. Number 8 is it's kind of hard to say because it was kind of a toss up between this being 8 and this being 7. But number 8 is, I might get shit for this because this is probably a lot of people's favorite games of all time, and I can't really blame them. It's a very good game. Portal 2. Portal 2. Portal 2 is number 8. Yep. Portal 2 is number 8. I love Portal 2. It's very good. It's a very good game. The puzzles are nice. Well, the base game, like, the whole story and stuff like that. Puzzles were pretty easy, and that's one problem. That's one thing that kind of disappointed me about the story of Portal 2. Is it was kind of it was just easy, and it was like, ugh. And then I got into the workshop stuff, and then I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is pretty good, because there's some clever ass motherfuckers out there, or maybe I'm just stupid as fuck. But yeah, I just love Portal 2. The atmosphere is good, the puzzles are really nice, just especially to play with your friends and just goof off and fuck around in the random tests and stuff. Yeah, Portal 2 is just good. It also has basically unlimited content with the Steam Workshop, so yeah. Basically never gonna run out of shit to play on Portal 2. But yeah, Portal 2 is number 8. On to number 7. Number 7. Number 7, like I said, it was a toss up between this being 8 and or 7. It was kind of a tie between this and Portal 2 for me. but I finally concluded it to be this to be number 7, and this is Skyrim. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is number 7 for me. Um, and the reason is I have a love-hate relationship with Skyrim, sort of, because it's very fun. It's my relationship with Skyrim is like it's like it's like you're on a highway, right? It's like you're on a highway that leads up to a bridge, and you're going fast. You know, you're having fun. You're leveling up your character. You're getting the shouts. You're getting the spells. You're getting the gear. You're getting the blah 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 blah. You're having lots of fun, and then you get to the bridge, and the bridge is just gone. Like the bridge is just cut off, and then you're just like, well, now what? You know, like you know what I mean? If you play Skyrim, you probably know what I mean. It's like Skyrim is just it gets so fun, and then it just stops. Like it just slows to a halt, and I wish it didn't do that, but there's no really real way to stop that. I just wish Skyrim had more to do. That's kind of weird, because Skyrim already has like a lot to do in it. But I wish it had more. I wish it had more, you know? Like, the first 100 hours of Skyrim is incredibly fun. It's just the most fun thing you will have. But once you get past 100 hours and into like the 150 to 200, it gets it's just like, it just slows down immensely. And just, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only person that really feels that way, but that's just my experience with Skyrim. So, yeah. That's, 7 Skyrim. Alright, number 6. This one's kind of weird, it being this high. But number 6 is Osu. The weird thing about Osu is I've only played it for about a month. I found it around the beginning of November. One of my friends were playing it. In like one of our Discord servers, they were just playing it. I joined, and they were like, "Hey, you want to play this?" And I was like, "Sure." And then I got it, and then I just been playing it ever since. I've been playing it for about a month, and it's become one of my favorite games. It's just so fun. If you've never played Osu, it is a rhythm game where you click circles and sliders and stuff like that, and you do songs. People just map out the songs with the different notes and stuff, and then they upload it to the website, and then you can download it and play it. The thing about Osu is it's not really just a game, at least not for me anyway. It's a tool. It's a tool to find, you know, cool songs and cool animes if you're into anime. Also just to listen to music. Like you can literally just use it as your music player, because what it does is once you have the song, download it as a map. You don't actually have to play the song to listen to it. In the main menu, it'll just play your song randomly, and you can actually just play it in the main menu, and then just sit there and listen to it that way. If it's like a song that you've only found on Osu, or if it's like an Osu exclusive type deal, then it's just like, you can just do it like that. So Osu's really good like that. Yeah, Osu's number 6. Number 5 is, number 5 and 4 are pretty close to each other, but, they're both PS2 games, both my two favorite PS2 games. And number 5 is Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. I'm saying Crash Bandicoot as a whole here as well. Just to make that clear right now. If I had to choose a single Crash Bandicoot to put in this spot, I would probably choose number 2, because I had way more fun with 2 than I did with 1, and then the ones past that I wasn't really into. I haven't played the Insane Trilogy, the new like PS4 remaster version. Came out quite a while ago, but I don't really care for that really. But yeah, I love Crash Bandicoot. I don't really know why. That's the thing. I don't really know why I love Crash Bandicoot. I just do. It's just so fun. And it's just like a classic, you know. And yeah, so I just don't really have a reason that I like it. It's just so fun. So yeah, let's go on to number 4, I guess. Number 4. Number 4 is my favorite PS2 game of all time, Ratchet & Clank. And I don't mean Ratchet & Clank as a whole. I mean, or none of the new ones or anything like that. I mean the original Ratchet & Clank, the original 2002 Ratchet & Clank, the very first one. I mean, Deadlocked was okay, and also, you know, the like Back to the Future or whatever it's fucking called, was okay. But the original Ratchet & Clank, the 2002 one, original PS2 version, was amazing. I loved the exploration, just the amount of shit that was in it. I mean, granted, it probably isn't that much if looking back on it now, but for back then, it was just so good. Like it just had so much in it. Especially when you got all the like 50,000 bolts or something. Was it 50,000? Was it like 100,000? I can't remember. For the Rhino, and you got that, and then it's just like it was just I love Ratchet and Clank. It was just so good. The exploration, just everything about it was just I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. So Ratchet and Clank's number 4. On to number 3. Now, top 3. We're in the top 3, boys. We made it. Woo! So now number 3 is going to be Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is still one of my favorite games of all time. I also still I need to finish my series, my whole road to 100% shit that I started on my YouTube channel a while ago, and I've done what, like 2 episodes. But anyway, whatever. Tell me if you want me to continue that as well, by the way. But Enter the Gungeon is just it's just I love the atmosphere of Gungeon. Just the puns, the jokes, just the gameplay in general. Like it's very difficult. It is pretty difficult. Maybe I'm just bad, but it's a pretty difficult game. But just the atmosphere of Gungeon. The gameplay is just so fun. Learning when you should dodge roll, when you should blank, when you should do this, like what items are good, and just like it's just when to break a chest, when to open it, when to spin the key, how to find for a mimic, finding the secret rooms, unlocking the different NPCs, buying the different items with the the credits, so unlocking shortcuts, just unlocking the turbo mode, the random the like gun game mode. It's so good. There's so much in Gungeon. Killing all the pasts as well. It's just it's good. It's amazing. I love Gungeon. Especially the whole pun. I mean, the name of it is a pun, for crying out loud. Like, Enter the Gungeon instead of Enter the Dungeon. Like, come on now. But, yeah. Gungeon's number 3. On to number 2. Or, number 2. Number 2 is... Number 2 is The Binding of Isaac. The Binding of Isaac as a whole. Now, I didn't play that much of the original Isaac, the original, Flash version of Isaac, or Ridley Wrath of the Lamb. I played a decent amount. I played probably around 30 to 50 hours, of the original of Isaac, Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. But Rebirth, once I picked up Rebirth, I played probably around 1,000 hours in it, and then I played probably around like 400 to 500 hours in Afterbirth, and then probably around 300 to 400 hours in Afterbirth Plus. So roughly I have around 1,800 to 2,000 hours in Binding of Isaac as a whole. And I love it. I love Binding of Isaac so much. It just, the reason I love Isaac so much is it tells you its mechanics straight up. Like, it tells you the mechanics straight up in the, arrow keys, the WASD, or the sticks if you're on console. The EQ, and that's it. Spacebar, that's it. That's all it tells you. And then you go and it doesn't tell you what any of the items do really. And then you just you pick up the items, you figure out what they do, or you pick them up, and you figure out on your own how you're supposed to win. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I love how they just throw you in, tell you the mechanics, and then they just let you go. They just let you go do whatever you want to win. And I remember the first time I really got into Isaac. I remember the first time I beat Mom's Heart, I got the Satan fight. I was like, whoa, what's this? It's like a secret, like, trapdoor. You go to the trapdoor, you go into the shoal, and then you beat Satan. And that's the end, before you have, the whole negative and stuff unlocked. And I remember doing that, and I felt so good because I thought I beat the game. You know that feeling when you think, like when there's something hard, like either in a video game or whatever, doesn't matter what it is, and you finally beat it, and you're just so happy because you're like, yes, I completed this. I did this. This is it. I won. I remember that, and then I also remember looking at videos of like Northern Lion and Huts and Tear of Grace and all them, and they get to these like, and also a little bit of Star as well. And I saw them go to this place called the Dark Room, and I was like, what? Or like the chest, and I was like, what is this? I was like, what's the Dark Room in the chest? Like, I didn't even know these things existed. I was like, I beat the game though. Like, I beat Satan, right? And then it's like no, there's way more to the game, and it's like it blew my mind. I was like, what? And that is the point. That is the point when Isaac literally grabbed me by the shirt and just trapped me inside of it, and I'm fine with that. I am fine with being held hostage by the Binding of Isaac. Because it's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. If you haven't played Isaac, go play it. It is very difficult. You will die a lot in the beginning, but just stick with it and you will not regret it. It is very good, especially if you play it a lot. But yeah, and I still play it every day nowadays. Yeah, Isaac is number 2. On to number 1. Now, before we go to number 1, I want to do some honorable mentions. These honorable mentions are, games that I really love, but that I felt like they didn't really have a spot on the list. And that is Far Cry 3. Love Far Cry 3. Any of the Far Cries really, they're all pretty good. The Call of Duties, like, Black Ops Zombies and stuff like that. But the real honorable mention I want to put on here is still one of my favorite games of all time. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2 is amazing. An amazing game. I'm sure everyone can agree with that. It's amazing. Why did I not put it on this list? Because I don't know, I felt like I just didn't really have like I had it on the list. And then I just thought of other games that I like more, and I was like, oh no, I like this. No, I like this. And then it just eventually got pushed off the list. And if it was like a top 15, I would definitely have it. But it's just Left 4 Dead is just an honorable mention. Yeah. Now, without further ado, number 1 spot is, drumroll please. I'll probably add in a really shitty drumroll. But number 1 is, and if you know me in real life, not really in real life, but if you are one of my friends, and you know me and you talk to me, you know what this is. Like, you're like, alright, yeah, I already know what this is. Just hurry up and say it. Number 1 is Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, probably like, what? It's got all these roguelikes and, the Rainbow Six Siege and all that stuff on here, and then it's just Doki Doki? Yes. Doki Doki Literature Club is my favorite game of all time, as of right now. And the reason for that, I might actually ramble on a lot trying to explain this, but, because it's kind of hard to explain why I love it so much. Doki Doki Literature Club is amazing in pretty much every regard. It literally just it shows you the power of a visual novel. Like, a lot of people just scoff at visual novels. Like, oh, that's not even a fucking video game. Just go. No, that's just not even a video game. Blah 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 blah. But they are powerful. They are literally powerful video games. They are powerful forms of media in general. They are just. They have power. They really do. And if you've never played Doki Doki Literature Club and you don't know anything on it, don't look up anything about it. Just go play it now. Like, just go ahead and play it. I'm not gonna spoil anything, or I'm gonna try not to. But just go play it. It is amazing. It's about like 4 hours to actually complete. The first story, the actual full storyline of it. You're probably like, whoa, 4 fucking hours, oh my god, I don't want to sit there. It is worth it. It really is worth it. It's free. Just go download it. You can download it on Steam, or you can go to I think the Savado website and download it off of there as well. But it is amazing. It is definitely worth a look at. But the reason I love Doki Doki Literature Club is because I can't really explain it into words, really. It touched me in a way. Oh, sorry, I just fucking hit my mic right there. It touched me in a way that I didn't know any type of virtual object could. Like, really, I really didn't know any virtual object could touch you like this much. Doki Doki literally, it puts warnings everywhere, and heed the warnings. Really heed the warnings. It is not for the easily disturbed or for children at all. And you need to pay attention to those warnings because they are true. They are absolutely true. It may look like, a fun little dating sim. It's not. That's just the cheerful facade that it has. Once it takes that mask off, it will hurt you. It will. But just Doki Doki literally sneaks its way from the visuals and the first run through. It sneaks its hand. It just sneaks its hand into your chest, onto your heart, and it grabs it. Like, it literally just gets a grip on your heart. It sneaks in there, gets a grip on your heart, and then at the end of it, it tears it out of your chest. It will rip your heart out. Absolutely, it sneaks its way into your chest and rips your fucking heart out. And it Doki Doki. The first time I played it, right? Okay, so what happened was I was just minding my own business, playing my games, and then one of my friends Steam messaged me and was like, "This game is fucked up," just randomly. I was like, "Well, what game is it?" And he said, "Doki Doki Literature Club." And I said, I've heard of it. I've never actually played it. And he was like, "You need to play it. Don't look at me anything about it. Just play it." And I was like, "Okay." So I looked it up and I downloaded it. I played it. Or I played the first run through, which was about, I think, like an hour, 2 hours. And it stung. It really stung. It fucking hits hard. If you've ever been in that situation, I don't know about if you haven't. If it will really hit you, it probably still will. And then I told him, I was like, "Man, that hits hard." And then, I was talking to him, and I said, I'm like mashing up my words because I'm kind of stressed right now. But I told him it hits hard, and he was like, "Did you finish it?" And I said, "Yes." And he was like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "I'm pretty sure." And he was like, can you start the game and play it?" And I said, "Yes." And then he said, "Well, you're not done." And how right was he? But so I went back into the game and I did the whole second round. I was like, "Wow, this is kind of glitchy." And I was like, "Okay, so that's actually intentional in the game, I think." And then I got to the actual ending. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but I got to the actual ending, and it just solidified it as such an amazing game. And just I remember after I did that, after I finished the game, after I finished the actual normal storyline, me and him, the friend that recommended it to me, we talked for so long about it. We were just talking about it, theorizing all these different things about the storyline and all these different Easter eggs and stuff. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And also, you can get into the mods. The mods are very, very good. Still waiting on a brand new day to be fully released, by the way, if you know what that is. And it's just also the song that you get sung at the end of it is incredible. It is just amazing, and I love it. I listen to it every single day. Literally, that is not a joke. That is serious. I literally listen to that song every single day. And it just Doki Doki literally touches you in a way that I never thought you could get touched by virtual media, like anything virtual. Like I said. And the first time I played it, I was depressed for a week and a half to 2 weeks. Seriously, I really was. I was just, I didn't know what to even do. It really tricked me with the whole, anime cutesy little look, and then it sneaks its way into your heart, like I said, and tears your heart out. And it will tear your heart out, and it will crush it right in front of your face. It's like, just go play it. You won't really get it from watching somebody. It won't touch you as much, or hearing somebody like me explain why it's so good. You have to play it to see why it's so good. You really do. I've been talking about this for 6 minutes now. I'm just gonna end it here. Go play Doki Doki if you haven't. Go play all of these games if you haven't played any of them. And yeah, this has been my top 10 games of all time. Like if you liked, dislike if you didn't. Outro music, probably hearing it now, it should be in the description. I should have gameplay for all these games, hopefully, if I can find it. Or maybe I'm not too lazy. But yeah, this has been Toxic, and yeah, peace.